What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the show, I am your hostess, Rashid White. My boy on the other side of the panel there, basketball extraordinaire, Barrick Burrell.
What's up, guys?
All right, all
Peace
right.
out.
We got a show today over here, man. Stephen A. Smith is tired of white people, white coaches getting the job before other black coaches over here. Now, this goes to we meant to do a video on this a couple of days ago, but Mike D'Antoni is actually linked to the Blazers job and
Right.
the Boston Celtics job. And Stephen A. Smith is irate. I mean, really, really irate about that. Barrett,
Yes.
take us off over here, man. Is Stephen A. right or wrong over here, man?
Of course he's wrong, man. True. It's not even a question. First and foremost, man, the reason why I'm gonna say he's wrong is not necessarily because it's a white-black thing. He's wrong because he doesn't have any kind of, this is his opinion, of course, but he's not going to be a part of the hiring process. Everyone has their particular business and how they want to run it. They want to go after D'Antoni. They should go after D'Antoni. That's the guy they want. If Damian Lillard wants him, then that's the guy they should bring in. You want to tell Damian Lillard that? He's trying to win a championship.
All right. So Jason Kidd they actually wanted Jason Kidd over Mike D'Antoni, and I think Damian
Lillard put out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
only Kidd did not come out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jason Kidd actually took his name out of that. So I think
Right.
Stephen A. Smith actually omitted that from his his rant right there.
Well, yeah, his rant is not solid because, again, as I just mentioned, everybody runs their business a certain particular way. If you're tired of it, then look the other way, bro. Look the other way because this is how it is. We got a rising star out there like Chauncey Billups. No one keeps mentioning Mark Jackson. All right? I mean, there are other candidates out there. But this is a sport that's dominated by black players. Let's make sure we're clear about that. You do have foreign players. You do have a few Latin players. But the majority of the ball players that play in this game are black. When you look at the assistant coaches, you do see a few black assistant coaches on the sideline, on the bench. You see that. But you want them to be head coach. Look at Monty Williams. He's doing a great job in Phoenix. Is that good enough? I mean, Knicks had Woodson a couple of years ago. We also had Isaiah Thomas a few years ago, but we complained about them. But these are black coaches. There's been plenty of black coaches in this league. They may not be sprinkled.
Let me get into what Stephen A. has to say. How many damn chances are you supposed to get? Smith asks. Around the 247 mark, the man coach James Harden, the man coach Steve Nash, the man coach Kobe Bryant. All these guys he had, and not a single trip to the finals to show for it. Okay, well, listen over here, man, Stephen A. Mike D'Antoni's not a general manager, and that's GM's job. They get pieces around them to actually make it. All right, so then he says, while Smith made it clear that he likes D'Antoni personally and thinks he's a good coach. All right, key thing. He's a good coach. Where was I? He pointed out that teams are more patient with white coaches who ultimately came up short. All right, so listen, man. All right, yeah, the Brooklyn Nets. You're not going to listen. I think everybody's starting to realize over here, man. It's going to be all about offense, man. I mean, especially the Nets don't really even have to play defense. They can play defense, but they have to go after somebody that can actually.
It's not about the Nets, bro. I tell you, it's about D'Antoni, brother. I'm telling you right now, D'Antoni does not have a chance to produce a championship, bro. He has always produced great numbers on offense, as you previously mentioned. But what does Portland need? Portland needs to close out games.
They need a team. They need a good general manager over here, man.
Yeah, so
I'm sick and tired of coaches, white coaches, getting chance after chance after chance after chance. Smith said, "I'm not saying that Mike D'Antoni doesn't deserve deserve a chance to be head coach, but that's what you're saying, though. I don't want to put that out there, but you already did. Mike D'Antoni for a lot of teams, but let them go. But let them go get one of them retreads and make them relevant. Why he always got to get Dame Lillard caliber or James Harden caliber or Kobe Bryant caliber? All right, so I mean that's what it takes to win. Stars. You're not going to win with young players that are just learning how to play, Stephen A. Yo, this dude's emotions is on like man overdrive, man. Where it's going to burn the transmission out, man.
Well, listen, the bottom line is this, brother, and I can't stress it enough with when it comes down to, who a general manager thinks is going to be the best solution. I mean, I just mentioned to you Chauncey Billups. I just mentioned to you, we just talked about Jason Kidd. I also mentioned Mark Jackson. Hey, what about Juwan Howard? These are young, fiery, up and rising stars. Even Sam Cassell. These are guys that got the energy on top of energy to come in and run a program. And if you don't think they can help you win a championship, that's fine. But give them a shot. I get that much
Nick
too.
Nurse, go look at Nick Nurse's resume, man. Go look at where he's been at to actually get ahead. I mean, sometimes it takes a while, man. It just takes a while. If you're not approving anything, man, we're not proving on this YouTube thing. This is going to take a long time.
Well, every coach but every coach started off first time. Every coach, bro.
No.
I hear what you're saying. So, but it was okay. But then with that being said,
Stephen A, if he actually gets this, go look at the resume of Nick Nurse. It's a long resume, like a long assistant coaches, coached in Russia, G League. I mean, it's just the way it's amazing what he had to go through just to get a coaching position. He's a white guy, So I mean, if you think I'm wrong, just go read Nick Nurse's history before he came the head coach in Toronto, and look what he had to actually go through.
Okay, and your point is?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, everybody had to go through this. It's just that Mike D'Antoni is a name, and he's a proven coach.
Okay, he's a proven coach that has a history of producing great offensive teams, but he hasn't gotten any team he coached over the hill to win a title.
A lot of coaches hasn't.
Okay, but D'Antoni, how many jobs has D'Antoni had so far, bro? Come on. How many jobs has he had? Okay, that's the point. That's the point. If that is where Stephen A is going, and that's what he should have said. This is not about white and black. If you want to simply say D'Antoni's had his opportunities and he's blown them, then say that. Just say that. But don't say it's a white-black thing. I hear the Nick Nurse thing because I know everybody's got to go through their crap. And I'm sick and tired of all this crap, man. Now I'm getting a little teed up on it now. If you figure out that there's this guy, he had three, maybe four opportunities. He's had stars other players on his team, and still not deliver a championship. And that's got something to do with D'Antoni. Not his color, his ability to coach or not coach. That's it.
Well said.
That's it.
I love the passion, baby. Woo!
Let's stop all this white-black stuff. Wow. Wow. If somehow, some way he gets a hold of this video, he's probably not going to like me or us for this. But you know what? This is just us calling out where we see it, bro. I mean, everything can't have color attached to it. I sat there and said how this game is dominated by black players. I just said that. Okay? Just said that. Yeah. You complain about that? No. How much do you want? We got one black owner.
Coaching is actually easy. To be an NBA coach, man, you gotta work 14-hour days. You don't see much time with your family. Like we look at Jeff Van Gundy. They asked him to get back into it. He turned down a lot of jobs.
He turned it down. Yeah, he turned it down. Absolutely.
It's a hard job, man.
Yeah. He got stressed out in New York. That's why.
You're the first one in, and you're the last one to leave, man.
Yeah. He got stressed out in New York. That's why.
Game film. I mean, it's not an easy job. Stephen A makes it seem like it's not about can you coach, or are you willing to put in that commitment and that sacrifice to actually do that? And a lot of people, black or white, is not willing to actually do that.
The names that I mentioned on this show are the guys that are looking for a job. Guys that are ready and hungry. They got the energy. They got the know-how. The experience will come along its way. If you want to go that route, Portland, go that route. I would say I would clap on all of them because they're all good candidates. But if you want to go with D'Antoni, this will be his fourth job. And he's had great plays on his team.
Yeah, he had great success. It's not like he's a bottom of the barrel coach, man. I mean, he gets the right pieces around him. I mean, look what he did with Jeremy Lin's career. I mean, and with the Knicks. I mean, I actually it was fun. You know, I don't really watch Knicks games.
Yeah, Linsanity.
For the first time, I was watching Knicks games because of the style that Mac D'Antoni.
So I guess that means that Stephen A. got a problem with Thibodeau being hired with the Knicks, then, huh? He ain't saying nothing about that.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
He ain't saying nothing about that.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with your man. They need to put a leash on this guy, man. Like in those cartoon movies, and get the cane, put it around his neck, and.
I think Stephen A's got a lot of flair, a lot of good logic. I think there's a lot. I know why he's got the contract. I know why he's running things at first take. But sometimes people can get a little too comfortable, and sometimes people can get a little too caught up in their own crap and forget about how they got there. Maybe he hasn't forgotten how he got there, but at certain times you need to channel in, man, and reel it in a little bit, you know, because you can go one step too far one day, baby, and next thing you know, the news will come out. Stephen A. got fired by ESPN. Be careful, homeboy. That's my advice to you.
Yeah, he doesn't want to see any more white coaches, man. This guy is too much, man. Like I said, man, go look at Nick Nurse's resume, and he came up through the ringers, man. I mean, he came through like, I'm trying to think of the metaphoric analogy. He basically climbed Mount Everest with no equipment, nothing, no gear, to get a head coaching position. This is a white guy over here, man.
But I guess what? I'll add to your point. If this is where you're really going with it, Nick Nurse didn't have any familiarity with him. No one knew who the hell he was. So it was basically word of mouth that got him where he was. That happens with a lot of us. But you know what? When the opportunity came,
like you just said, opportunity, situation. Right. And that's just how life is sometimes, man. You'll get it. I mean, Sam Cassell, a lot of these black coaches, I mean, look at Nate McMillan right now. You think he's not going to get a head coaching position right now?
Right now, he's an interim. Right now, he's an interim. He's an interim coach right now. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, Atlanta will offer him a
Philadelphia series. You know.
Well, that's not going to happen. But let me ask you. Let me say this real quick. I'm glad you brought up Nate McMillan. He's an interim coach that took over a team that was not playing well. Since he took over, they now have played organized. The ball moves well. They hitting the baskets. They going and running the floor well. They're doing everything right. Now, Nate McMillan is what color? Black.
Yes, sir.
He's an interim coach. If Atlanta hires him, are you going to come out, Stephen A., and you're going to say, I'm glad he got it because he's black, or are you going to say he's glad he got it because he's a good coach? What's going to be your position?
I don't think Stephen A. has any type of self-awareness. All right. We're going to wrap this video up over here. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.
Absolutely. Peace, guys.